Gamer Vibe is back with another game review. This time, we're slaying nature beasts in feudal Japan in our review of Wild Hearts.
While it's not fair to say that Wild Hearts is a Monster Hunter clone, let's say that it's in the Monster Hunter genre. That way you already know what most of this game is about. Does Wild Hearts have a story? Sure. The usual. Monsters called Kimono are acting up around the village. You're the best person to put them in their place. Do your job. Simple and honestly effective. Because I don't need a reason to hunt down huge monsters. I need equipment. And that's where Wild Hearts shines and differentiates itself from Monster Hunter. Hunters in this game use karakuri, which is an ancient technology that can build different structures quickly out of thin air. There are different kinds of karakuri that can be used in and out of battle, and you can combine them in different ways to gain an advantage on the battlefield and throughout the maps. When you unlock Fusion Karakuri, you can create large and more elaborate structures, like stacking 9 crates to build a wall to block incoming kimono attacks. Dragon Karakuri allow you to unlock better tools like zip lines and giant wheels that you can drive. Placing zip lines and springs along the map make it easier to traverse a very large world filled with monsters and of course enough trees and rocks and secret areas to collect resources to continue construction. Now, this karakuri construction system is also permanent in the game, even when playing with friends. During multiplayer, any buildings that survive through the hunt will still be on the map when you play through by yourself. So that means, my bro, if you're low on resources, I can join your campaign, build a few zip lines and walls for you, and it's high fives all around. Now, another awesome point with Wild Hearts is your weapons. The good old trusty sword and hammer are here, but you do get a few interesting ones, like the umbrella and this rocket launcher. Of course, all weapons come with their own unique attacks, combos, and special abilities. But the best part is, you can completely downgrade the weapons without using any of the resources spent on upgrading them. Yes! That way, you can experiment with the best combinations for you. As for the prime objective of Wild Hearts, hunting monsters, the developers did a good job here. If Mother Nature was on drugs while pregnant, then these are the nightmare fusion babies called the kimono that she gave birth to. They each have their own complexities and elemental attacks, and the angrier they become, the more ferocious the attacks. And their bodies are filled with crafting resources to upgrade your weapons and armors. And so with this mix of karakuri and your Tsukumo, AI companions, changeable weapons and unique monsters, Wild Hearts could have been a great game to recommend despite its many flaws. I'll just touch lightly on some of them. The graphics, poor. The performance issues, many. Players on all platforms are livid, as they should be, because the game is $70. If developers are rushing these games and hoping to placate gamers with patch fixes later, they're going to be sorely mistaken. Plus, the game launched with only 15 unique monsters and 8 weapons. So I hope that the free DLC they are dropping later gives us many more monsters and weapons to make up for all these sore spots. Can I recommend Wild Hearts? Sure. But saying it's a terrible game though is not fair to the game mechanics that actually make it fun, if you can overlook the graphics and performance issues. So, what I can say is, it's a game worth keeping on your radar for its unique beast hunting mechanics, but it's a game worth buying and playing if they lower the price or after they fix the issues and release the free DLC. If you have an EA Play membership, you can play the game for 10 hours free. And that's one inexpensive way of checking it out for yourself. But this game, again, is just another premature one pulled out of the oven too soon. Developers, I will gladly pay you $70, but make the game good on launch, please.
Well, it does look good, but who can say these days with, these types of games? But at least you got 10 hours for you to test it out yourself and see what the hubbub is all about.
There's not much hubbub. With that, we're pausing for a short break.
But if you can't wait that long, check us out on YouTube and on Instagram. There's plenty more Gamer Vibe where that came from. So, we'll be back after this.
Combo Breaker!
There's not much hubbub. Because I was very upset
Wow.
with the game. I was very upset with the game. It's $70.
Oh, fair enough.